And welcome back. This is Chief Meteorologist Eric Tallman in the Weather Center. We do have a live update on all the schools, and we're going to actually live stream that in just a couple minutes. But we just want to let you know, for most of the viewing area, we have like 293 schools across the metro area that have actually called schools off. Once again, in southeast lower Michigan, most of the schools have called off, and we have a total of 293 schools. And we'll go ahead and tell you those counties right now that have actually been calling in so far. That would be Lenawee, Macomb, Monroe, Oakland, Washtenaw, and Wayne counties. Those schools have officially closed down. We have a total of 293 schools. Imagine that. And those counties are Lenawee, Macomb, Monroe, Washtenaw, and Wayne. We do expect more schools to close down as the list continues to buzz. Please contact me on Twitter at Eric Tallman3. Once again, I can be contacted on Twitter at Eric Tallman3. Please stay tuned. I've got more to follow on that. And we're actually going to get a live report on that right now.
Later, and it looks like Big Ollie is on the mend. It might not seem that glamorous having an old pickup truck for an office or filling your days looking down the south end of a heifer, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Well, look at that. I had my best month ever. And during a shiny new office upgrade. I run on QuickBooks. That's how I own it.
With those dangerously cold temperatures expected for the next 24 hours, a number of schools already closing ahead of tomorrow, including DPS.
Yeah, and we've got those closings right there on the bottom of your screen right now. And tonight, we talked to a local superintendent about how they make that call. Jeff Vaughn texts in with number 2 with more. Jeff?
Monroe County is already under a wind chill warning, meaning the temperatures could get to minus 30 degrees. Here in Monroe County, well, the school district has decided minus 20 will be good enough to cancel classes for the 24,000 students here.
No one wants their kindergarten or their first graders standing outside when it's 20 degrees below zero for any length of time. It's really a safety issue for our kids.
Dr. Stephen McNew has already decided there will be no classes Thursday. As I talked to the superintendent, the wind chill advisory for Monroe County was upgraded for colder wind chills.
The weather, for some reason, changes down here. We're so close to the lake.
During our interview, the district started canceling classes.
You know, I got 18 text messages in the last, 30 minutes.
Monroe has 10 districts, each canceling classes for the first snow day of this year. Monroe, as do many schools, have a plan to contact parents. Dr. McNew says they rely on email, text messages, and phone calls to let students know. The district also notifies radio and TV stations and puts the closings on the school's and district's website. Sam Suttles is a high schooler at Monroe.
Like most high school students, they don't normally dress well enough for this weather.
Last year, Monroe Intermediate Schools canceled classes 19 times, due mostly to snow. No snow days so far this year. Tomorrow's closure, the first of 2015. Not for snow, but treacherous Arctic wind chills.
It's pretty hazardous. I wouldn't want them out there in this.
Well, school closings here in Monroe County mean not only is school closed, but extracurricular activities have been canceled as well, meaning field trips and athletic events. From Monroe County, Jeff Vaughn, 7 Action News.
And thank you so much. We'll continue to keep you posted on that. And if we get any live breaking stories on more school closings and more breaking news on the wind chill advisory, etc., you can actually count on me to give you that information. So we are the #1 station to count on, as well as breaking news, traffic, and school closings, and a whole bunch more. So far we have at least a couple of hours before we go live stream, but we're still getting more school closings. And within the last couple of minutes, Monroe County has gotten about 18 more phone calls trying to get the information out as quickly as possible. We'll detail a whole bunch more coming up when I return in just a little bit. I'll be back. We'll continue to keep you posted on the school closings and any kind of breaking news as well, and the weather. We'll have it all for you, and the traffic as well. We'll see you in a little bit, and make sure that you stay tuned to me. I will have much more coming up at 4:30 when we begin our broadcast, and we'll have much more. So we'll have an extended newscast coming up in the next couple of hours, but if we do receive more information on any new school closings across metropolitan Detroit in southeast Lower Michigan, we'll bring that to you ASAP immediately. And once again, in southeast Lower Michigan right now, the total of school closings across the area are 293. We do expect that number to grow. Please stay tuned with us and make sure that you're paying attention to this, because this is a very serious and dangerous situation. And once again, we're asking parents, guardians, etc. to make sure that you're watching this on TV as well, and make sure that you figure out your emergency plan of action on what you plan on doing for this very, very frigid, cold morning. And I'll have that forecast on this Arctic blast. We'll let you know how long these cold temperatures are going to last in southeast Lower Michigan in Metro Detroit. That is the report that we have right now. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Eric Tolman, Chief Meteorologist in the Severe Weather Alert Center, and I'll have much more to follow. Stay tuned, and I'll be back in just a couple of hours with more. And if we get any more breaking news, I will bring it to you ASAP. Thank you so much. We'll see you in a little bit.